Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're new. Thank you for taking time out of your day to check the video out. We have more PlayStation news, rumors, and leaks to go over and cover today, and we are starting with Assassin's Creed Shadows, specifically how it's performing on the PlayStation 5 Pro. Now, this is one of the bigger games launching this year, and we did cover not that long ago the different PS5 Pro modes that would be available, but it seems that Assassin's Creed Shadows is a game that's really starting to show the difference between games that are PS5 Pro enhanced versus games on the base PS5, and just really kind of showing off what the Pro is really capable of. Now, a lot of people who bought the PS5 Pro did so for this exact reason, knowing that going into 2025, pretty much all of the big AAA games that are going to come out are going to be Pro enhanced, and the expectation is that they're will be a pretty significant difference with some of them. Now, this was actually done by Push Square, and so Digital Foundry has yet to release their specific PS5 Pro versus PS5 comparison. It seems like people are actually pretty impressed. They say here Ubisoft's latest and greatest is peak Assassin's Creed, as we pointed out in our Assassin's Creed Shadows PS5 review. But depending on which version of Sony system you own, you're probably wondering how the title stacks up. Well, we are free to admit that we're no Digital Foundry when it comes to the technical facts, but we've still put together a hearty comparison of this historical offering so you can see how the title fares for yourself. The video shows off the game's various graphical toggles across both PS5 Pro and the regular PS5, weighing in at 8 minutes. We recommend watching it in 4K at 60 FPS if you're able to. And so if we actually go over this video, I did watch this video, and yeah, there is a noticeable difference between the PS5 Pro version of this game and the base PS5 version. To be clear, base PS5 version still looks very good, but the Pro just looks that much better. And if you look at the comments on this video, it actually got a decent amount of views, since they seem to be one of the first outlets to kind of cover the PS5 Pro version. People are leaving comments like the Pro is finally showing its full colors. Somebody says, bro, my PS5 Pro investment is starting to pay off. 60 FPS with ray tracing, global illumination. Somebody else says the full ray tracing quality mode in Pro is insane. Somebody else says first Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and now Assassin's Creed Shadows, the new 2025 titles, are really showing what the Pro can do, and I'm glad I did the upgrade, the best console experience possible for the upcoming years before the next generation of consoles come out. And so the comments are incredibly positive, and people are just genuinely impressed with what they're seeing here, and specifically people who bought the PS5 Pro are feeling very good about their investment. And yeah, this is something that I think we're going to continue to see. We just recently came off of Monster Hunter Wilds and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, two games that I think really kind of were flexing a little bit on the PS5 Pro, but Assassin's Creed Shadows seems to kind of take things up to another level. So I imagine that things are only going to continue to improve and get better and better. But continuing to talk about Assassin's Creed Shadows, this is something that I felt like I had to throw in here because it just goes to show how toxic things truly have become when it comes to online gaming discussions. This is being reported again by Push Square. They say, as we are just several days out from the release of Assassin's Creed Shadows, a truly critical game for Ubisoft, it should come as no surprise to learn that the French firm is willing to fight to ensure that the game gets a fair shake. It reportedly has a robust anti-harassment plan in place to protect developers from toxic fans and will not hesitate to punish transgressors, legally speaking. Relayed and translated by Reset Era, French outlet BFM-TV reports that Ubisoft is seemingly following in Epic Games' footsteps and others, willing to make examples of those who cross the line from fair criticism into blatant harassment. Employees have been advised not to post on social media during the launch and will receive legal and psychological support if necessary. The robust plan was presented to the Communications Security Establishment, Canada's national cryptologic agency, which provides digital security for the government. An elected official said of CSB, quote, "It's an initiative from Canada. There's a team that monitors networks and acts quickly in the event of a targeted attack. The scale is unlike anything we've had before. This is serious, end quote. According to BFM TV, the way it will work will look something like this. Internet users on X, Reddit, or even videos on YouTube will be closely monitored by a dedicated unit in order to respond quickly to the slightest problem. Lawyers are already ready to file complaints in the event of proven harassment. So this is just sad, man. I mean, if you needed any proof of just how bad things are getting out here when it comes to just talking about video games, this is where we're at, where Ubisoft has a team of lawyers ready to sue people who attempt to harass developers who worked on this game. I mean, at some point, we just have to ask ourselves, how did we get here, right? But yeah, it's not to say that you can't have your opinions on Assassin's Creed Shadows. That's not what this is. I think some people are trying to misconstrue this. There is a very clear defined difference between being critical towards a game and giving your opinion on a video game versus harassment. So yeah, it's just very sad in my opinion that this is what publishers like Ubisoft feel as though they have to do for their development teams. And you know, you just have to wonder like what it's going to take for people to just kind of chill out a little bit. But we're going to move on to the next topic, which talks about GTA 6. This is being reported by Gaming Bolt. While publisher Take-Two Interactive and developer Rockstar are gearing up for the fall 2025 launch of GTA 6, it has been no secret that it is going to be one of the biggest launches in gaming. Head of PlayStation creators at Sony, Greg Rice, has spoken about how GTA 6's release will bring in an economic boost to the industry. Speaking to Games Radar during Game Developers Conference 2025, Rice spoke about how GTA 6 might even end up bringing in a new audience to gaming. While Rice admits that there might be some players that only play GTA 6, he also believes that others might discover other games in the medium and in turn help grow the industry. GTA 6 is going to be the best awesome giant game for the year, for sure, said Rice. I hear a lot of the opposite of devs worried about it sucking all the space out. I don't want to launch during GTA week or even month because that's all anyone's going to be playing. But I think the industry is matured enough that there's space for that and for other things as well. It's going to be a combination of there will be games that will be successful around GTA time because they're totally different, but it'll also bring a lot more people back into the ecosystem. Rice also talks about how the release of GTA 6 will be helpful for smaller games as well. While these smaller titles may not be able to directly compete with GTA 6 when it comes to sales, they will benefit from a new audience that has bought a console for the first time that might be looking for other games to play along GTA 6. So I wanted to cover this because this is the first time, as far as I'm aware, we're hearing a PlayStation executive directly acknowledge and talk about GTA 6 in this way, where he is, I think, just kind of stating the obvious, but also has a optimistic look in regards to other games that are going to be around GTA 6. But yeah, even this PlayStation executive seems to believe that this game is going to obviously do big things for the entire industry, but he talks about how apparently Sony is maybe even anticipating they're going to get a whole new audience of players on PS5 just because of GTA 6. And I think that's like the most interesting insight here when it comes to kind of seeing the way Sony is anticipating GTA 6 internally. We are going to move on to the next topic here, which is a bit of a random one, but I have to be honest with you, I just had to include it. Apparently, a Plants vs. Zombies remaster of some kind has been officially rated on PS5. This is coming from Push Square. It says, spotted by Gamatsu, Brazil's age classification board appears to have revealed the existence of a new Plants vs. Zombies title. The listing suggests it will be called Plants vs. Zombies Reloaded, and onlookers are largely agreed that this is likely to be a remaster of the original strategy game. The page lists the game for release on all modern platforms, including PS5, while the year of production is noted as 2009, which is the year that the original game first launched. The beloved tower defense game first appeared on PS3 back in 2011, and while the series would evolve and continue with multiplayer shooters like Plants vs. Zombies, Garden Warfare, and Battle for Neighborville on PS4, the tactical origins of the franchise are not represented on Sony's modern consoles. It looks like that may change in the near future if this age rating is any indication. So that's why I thought this was so interesting, is because, yeah, if you want to play just like the original Plants vs. Zombies on PS5, you pretty much can. I don't know if you can still stream it. Maybe that is an option, but this is something that I think is actually very cool. I really enjoy Plants vs. Zombies. I know it's so random to be talking about this, but this is something that popped up today. And so, yeah, man, let me know down in the comments below if you are a Plants vs. Zombies fan, if you played the original, and if you are going to play this if it does make its way to PS5. But guys, that's going to do it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it informative. If you did, be sure to leave it a like, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell notification icon, and feel free to share the video out on top of all that. But until next time, guys, take care.